Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to another video. So if you guys updated to Android 11 and you have some poor battery life, then you might want to try these settings. In my case, I have a Galaxy Note 10 with One UI 3.0. I'm gonna show you here on about software information, and you can see Android 11 One UI 3.0. Well, let me say that the battery on the Note 10, not the Note 10 Plus, but the normal Note 10, it was never really that good. Let's go here into the battery settings, and you see today I used it for almost 2 hours. Let's go here into the last 7 days. Today I even charged it for a little bit. Yesterday for 3 hours, but I still charged it here. Then you see 2.5 hours, and I still charged it here in the middle. Well, I didn't need to charge it, but I was in the car, so yeah, it happened. Here again in the middle I charged it a little bit, again in the middle. Here I used it for 3 and 40 minutes, but I didn't charge it during the day. But here I was home and I was using Wi-Fi, because this is really important. When you're using only your 4G connection, then it will drain very much the battery, and when you're home and using only your Wi-Fi connection, then the battery is gonna be much better. But let's go here back, and you see the apps that used the battery. Look at the background usage time. Almost all apps don't have any usage on background. Yeah, Google Play services, it will always have usage on the background, but other than that, yeah, One UI Home as well, but other than that, yeah, Facebook. But other apps, then not really. Actually, Microsoft Swift keyboard, it shouldn't have so much usage on background. Let's limit usage and put it to sleep. Let's go here also into the background usage limit. If you see some app that it has a lot of usage on the background, then you can come here into sleeping apps and add the app that is using a lot of battery in the background. As you see here, user added, I added this by myself, and deep sleeping apps as well, user added, and then the phone adds automatically some other apps that you don't really use. You see the phone actually added a lot onto the deep sleeping apps and not on normal sleeping apps. But what I've noticed is even if you add some apps into sleeping apps, then it's still gonna try to work on the background. I never use power saving mode, because if you use power saving mode, then your CPU is gonna go to 70%. Decrease brightness, yeah, that's fine. But there are some other options here that will turn off. They just don't show here. So when you turn power saving mode on, you can of course disable the limit of CPU. But the problem is most of the apps, if for example like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, then it will block those two and they will not work in the power saving mode. Yeah, you have to go then in the settings and allow those apps to work in the power saving mode, but that's pain in the butt. Let's go here into more battery settings. I have adaptive battery turned on, enhanced processing, of course, turn it off. It even says here, get faster data processing for all apps except games, uses more battery. Show battery percentage, well, that's at the top on the notification center. Show charging information, and here is the thing, I have fast charging turned on for cable, but I have fast wireless charging turned off. You don't really want to fast charge the battery every single day. Sure, when you forgot to charge your phone and you need it fast, then come here and turn on, but you don't really want to fast charge your phone every day. I have for cable turned on because I almost never charge the phone through a cable. I have like here a wireless dock, and it always charges my phone through wireless, but that's all up to you. So these are mostly the new changes here on the battery settings. I actually made a video on Android 10 on the best battery settings for the Note 10 as well, and one option that I showed you was here on the Wi-Fi. If you come into Wi-Fi and then you press here the three dots, then advanced, then you have here turn turn on Wi-Fi automatically or turn it off as well. So that means when you go out of home, then your phone is gonna turn off Wi-Fi, which is good. And when you're gonna come home, it's gonna turn Wi-Fi on as well, which is again good. On the previous Android 10, I showed you guys to turn it on, but here on the Android 11, I turned it off, and I'm gonna show you why. Because if you want to turn it on or off, you have to have location turned on. And even like that, you see here, let me put it closer. Turn on Wi-Fi automatically when you're in places you use frequently and turn it off elsewhere. But if I press on, then this will not work if you have here on the location, if you don't have improved accuracy. If you have Wi-Fi scanning turned off, then let's go back there and you see it got disabled. You have to have location turned on, and let's go back. Where is it? Okay, closed it. You have to have location turned on and improve accuracy Wi-Fi scanning. So this is gonna use a lot of battery. In this Android 11, I will tell you guys to turn it off, because yeah, it's a nice feature to always have Wi-Fi on and off, but it's just gonna use more battery. So whenever I go out of home, then I go and turn off my Wi-Fi, and when I come home, then I turn on the Wi-Fi by myself. It's not a big deal. You can do it by yourself and you can save some battery. Here I have Wi-Fi power saving mode. I'm not really sure that this option does a lot to your battery, but well, I have it on, and yeah, when I'm home and using Wi-Fi, then the battery life is really good, let's say it like that. So another thing that I want to show you guys is if you go into the settings, you go into your apps, and you have an app that still works on the background. One app that works in the background is, let's go here down, is Google Chrome. You see I have it disabled because I don't use Google Chrome, but it always wants to stay in the background. So I don't really want that. And even if I stop it, even if I don't allow any permissions or notifications, it still stays in the background. One thing is to disable it, but if you don't want to disable it because you might want to use it, one thing you can do is come here into mobile data and allow background data usage. Turn this off. And one more thing is go here into the battery, and you see here allow battery activity. I turned it off because, like I've said, this option here, allow background activity, is kind of the same as when you go here into battery, background usage limits. So deep sleeping apps is this option right here. But like I've said, sometimes some apps like Google Chrome, even if you do that option, or even if you put it to sleep, it will still stay here into the background. The thing you can do is come here and be sure that allow background activity is turned off and mobile data is also turned off. I'm gonna show you here an example of another app that always stays into the background. Galaxy Wearables. Where is it? Galaxy Wearable. This app is for my Galaxy Watch, and right now you see I don't have my Galaxy Watch with me. Even if my watch is not connected with the phone, even if Bluetooth is disabled, this means there's no connection with the watch. This Galaxy Wearable was always staying in the background and was using quite a lot of battery. You see here, force stop, yeah, it still stays in the background, but I come here into battery, oh, it's still on. Okay, let's turn it off. And mobile data, yeah, mobile data, I turned it off. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Even if you come here into battery and you saw for me it was on, even if it's on or off, the app might still try to work in the background. But if you come into mobile data and disable the usage on the background here, then the app is mostly not gonna work in the background anymore. So these are the tips, guys. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, the Galaxy Note 10 here never had a good battery, even on other versions. You see here today is 540 and I have 75%. But yeah, I have charged it today a little bit. It doesn't show here, I think. Last 7 days. Yeah, I charged it a little bit when I was in the car because I used Waze. It still doesn't show here Waze active for 1 minute. Well, I have used Waze for like 1 hour probably, but it's gonna update later. But yeah, these are mostly the settings, guys. I hope I was a little clear. Yeah, maybe the video was quite long, but on these latest versions, yeah, a lot of apps, they stay in the background without your permission. You don't want them to stay in the background, and they still stay in the background. And with these settings, you should get the most out of your battery. Yeah, it's not gonna be a wow difference, but it should get you through the day. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave that big like down below, and I see you on the next one.